Tovot, Sha'asita im avotenu v'imanu, were our mouths as full of song as the sea, our song as its multitude of waves, we could still not thank you sufficiently for the myriads of favors you performed for our ancestors and for us. The favor that HaKadosh Baruch Hu granted me was the opportunity to be Jason Botnick's little brother. Last time I spoke of Jason publicly was at his bar mitzvah, or maybe his afra, when I told a story about how when my mom's car wouldn't start and it was pouring rain and we had to walk to school, I fell in a huge puddle halfway there. Jason picked me up and walked me back home so I wouldn't be alone. Or the time I couldn't get over the snow that was piled high in the street. I asked Jason to help me across. He literally just picked me up with one hand by the back of my jacket and lifted me over. And that was Jason then, and that was Jason now. He would be there so you wouldn't have to be alone. And he would continue to lift me over the challenges in my life, through college, and dating, and as a married man, and as a father. He was the example, for me, of how to conduct myself. Even when it wasn't easy, he always knew what was right. The only thing that allowed me to be in Israel while this was all going on in New York was that it was, much to my mother's dismay, Jason's encouragement that got me where I am today, and specifically here to Israel. He would often tell me how great it was that I was here, and how he Skyped with me almost daily from the time we arrived in Modi'in until he was diagnosed 6 weeks later. Jason was always enthusiastic about everything he did, from the most mundane to the most amazing accomplishments of being a family man. Jason met Esti my year in Israel, and with each child, first Daniel, then Joseph, then Jonah, and then Sari, he couldn't have been happier. Such pride he took as a husband, and specifically as a daddy. He will be missed by all. Jason, we were supposed to drive to Florida for Pesach together. We were supposed to take our children skiing together. So much left undone. We have a hole, a big gaping hole, which will always remain because you are no longer here. Jay, I love you and I miss you more than you will ever know. I just want to ask in public, Mechila, as a brother, I am sure I had done and said things I shouldn't have, so please forgive me.
This part is, I didn't write down. Jason wanted nothing. He said, take me to Israel, take me to the airport. No speeches, no big deal. He would be astounded at the number of people here today. Before I start, I must acknowledge Jason's friends. He had a group of friends who was with him every night that he allowed them, on every day that he allowed them to be here, be with him. The two Sokol boys, Adam and David, who were friends with Jason and Stephen literally from the moment they were born. Adam Dax, Rob Willon, Shalom isn't here, he's a Kohen, Ben Sivadinsky, and all the other people who he did not want to let come in to see him. In the just over 9 months that Jason was sick, we spent a lot of time together. Going into the hospital